You're listening to MMA Junkie Radio with your hosts, Gorgeous George, John Morgan, and Goze. MMA every day.
Well, here he is, UFC President Dana White. Welcome to Junkie Radio. Thanks for coming by.
What's up, man?
This is where I'm giving away the tickets.
Great.
Fucking places filling out the juice. Is this on satellite or is this on radio?
This, you can cuss. Did that answer the question? You're out of breath. What happened? You get
I
lost?
ran. I had to run over here because I'm late. I've dogged you guys too many times. I had to run over here.
Well, hey, it's an honor to have you here, and I'm sure you heard that plenty of times, but we mean it. We've had you. We've had you.
Sure, everybody tells you that, but we actually mean it.
We had you on before, but it was just by phone. I wanted to get you here in the studio because this is a hardcore, dedicated show.
Cool.
MMA, 2 hours a day, and a lot of fans have been asking for you to come by.
Cool.
So we
well, all the
appreciate it.
people that are in Las Vegas, if you didn't see the Twitter, this is where I'm twittering off the tickets. Did you guys see the Twitter?
I did, yeah, just came across.
Okay, so here I am. If you need the tickets, you better hurry your ass up because there's a lot of people out there already. Look at these people are still running. Look at this.
Yeah, this is crazy.
50 tickets you're giving away, man. That's cool. That's
Yeah.
really, really cool.
It's actually, I lied. It's 90.
90?
It's 850,
Wow.
so people
Get there
faster.
quick.
Yeah.
There's almost as much people out there as a regular Junkie Radio broadcast. We're almost there.
All right. Well, I mean, lots of stuff we want to talk to you about. You know, UFC 106 is what's on the table right now. Tito Ortiz versus Forrest Griffin.
Right.
Now, this wasn't the original main event. Lesnar and Carwin was, but I wanted to say an awesome job by yourself and Joe Silva to give us AJ and Koscheck to bring up Griffin. Man,
Let me
that's
tell
so
you how
cool,
pumped I am
man.
for that fight. You guys were at the weigh-ins, right? I know
Yeah.
I saw you at the weigh-ins,
Yep.
but dude, that stare down was bad.
I'm telling you what, they've been joking, playing around, being friendly, and hey, it's about respect. Not today. Tito turned a switch.
That was badass.
Nose to nose.
Yeah, Griffin stood his ground. Koscheck and AJ had a good one too.
Yeah.
Like
No,
Koscheck
that's
ran
what I'm
up
talking
on him.
about. What did I say?
I thought you meant Tito
Oh,
and
I
No,
thought
I'm
you were talking about Tito and Forrest,
No,
too.
I'm talking about Koscheck
Oh, that was
and Anthony
intense.
Johnson. That was awesome.
yeah. Well, Tito had
Yeah.
a pretty good one.
I had goosebumps after that weigh-in.
Yeah.
I mean, after that stare down.
Were you scared at all when AJ starts walking to the scale? He was kind of giving that look like he was worried.
No,
because
because we always did you see after the last fight when he won, he came running over there and started yelling at me, going, "I told you." It's because every time this kid comes in at 170, I think he's gonna die, and he's like, "Dude, I can make 170," So
He did. He didn't even come in at 171. It was
Nope.
170.
No, he's
Shredded, looks ready.
Yeah, he was saying, "Don't sweat it."
And you know what I enjoyed is after UFC 104, he came, he took his medicine. He goes, "I fucked up. I'm a man. I'm going to admit it that it was my bad." And you know what?
Thanks, bro.
and he did it. He held up his word, and he says he's never going to do it again. But so far, he's 1 for 1.
Yep.
I mean,
No, he's. Let me tell you, I think that fight is going to be an amazing fight. I think that could be fight of the night. The 3 fights that I really like. Obviously, the main event, no brainer. I think the main event. The first fight was a great fight. Tito's 100% healthy now with his back surgery. Forrest is 10 times the fighter he was the first time that they fought. Then we got Anthony Johnson and Josh Koscheck, 2 explosive athletes. Koscheck, a great wrestler who's worked on his hands, has been knocking people out. Anthony Johnson has one of the best knockout highlight reels in UFC, period. And then the other fight that I love is Nogueira and Kane.
yes.
I think that's going to be
That
a
one's
sick
getting
fight, too.
overlooked a little bit.
Nog, man. Little
This
Nog.
whole card is getting overlooked because Brock Lesnar pulled out and, he got sick and all this shit. So the fans are so spoiled. They like to go, this one, da, da. And it's always the ones that the fans say that shit about that end up being, listen, the bottom line is, are you a fight fan? If you're a fucking fight fan, this card tomorrow night is going to be sick. Listen, we always deliver. We deliver great fight cards, and that's what the UFC brand, people who follow it have learned. If you look at the history of the UFC in the last 8 years since we've owned it, how many fights have sucked? You know what I mean? When I talk about fights, I mean fight cards. UFC 33 sucked serious ass, okay? That was horrible. And then we've maybe had 1 or 2 more. We've had so few of shows that actually suck, I can't even remember them. I can't even remember which ones. 33 I'll never forget. But, the reality is we put on great fights. And if you're a fight fan, that's what you want to see.
And you're right. It's always the one with the lowest expectations that end up paying out the most.
Let me tell you, man,
we gotta
that
hear this.
Bisping Kang fight was awesome.
Amazing fight.
In England.
We got to hear this day in and day out. Oh, I'm not sure if I'm buying 105, 106.
Right.
Shut the fuck up.
I
You know
know.
you're going to do it because you're going to miss out on some good fights.
Right.
I'm telling you, one of the disadvantages about being here every day, sometimes we got to hear about some of the,
You know what?
the crybabies, the goofs, the goofs.
Here's the thing. Back when boxing, was kicking ass, and I was a huge boxing fan. I say this all the time, but I used to watch Tuesday night fights every Tuesday. I wish they had Tuesday night fights on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays. I would watch. I just couldn't get enough fights. And there's people out there that are fight fans that just want to see fights and see great fights. And that's what we do, or at least that's what we try to do. That's our mission statement.
What took so long to get Little Nog? I mean, I thought when Big Nog came over, Little Nog would kind of come over around the same time, just because.
Bruce Buffer
Bruce
holding
Buffer.
up the "will work for tickets"
The
sign.
voice of the Octagon.
The reality is that as all these other organizations started to fall apart, and you go out and start sifting through the pieces and trying to pick up who you can pick up, it's not always as easy as it seems. Oh, this guy's available, you should get him. Dan Henderson's available right now and was fighting in the UFC. And Dan's in a
Can you give us an update about Dan?
Dan's in a I don't want to make a deal mode. You know what I mean? Listen, there's ways that you go in and you negotiate and you make a deal. You want to make a deal. You know what I mean? You want to make a deal. Dan Henderson knows he does not want to make a deal. The shit that he came in and said in my office and what he wants, and it's unrealistic and he knows it. And it's basically based off of, I heard this guy's making this and I heard this guy's, and what everybody gets pissed off about is, Tito. I heard Tito's making all this money and Tito's this and that, because Tito likes to go out there and say stuff like that, or somebody in his camp did. And that's how shit gets started.
Okay. But as of right now, he's just a free agent, and it looks like it's not going to be with the UFC. Doors are closed there.
I don't know, Well, no, doors are never closed. I mean, I'm in the fight business. I'm in the fight business, We put on fights. It's doors never close. So,
We've learned that lesson.
Dan,
Never say
exactly,
never.
Exactly. Never say never. Dan can call me tonight. Fedor can call on three-way with him. And, we can sign them
Deal
both
done.
up tonight if they want to call.
Can you give us an update on the champ? You went to visit him in North Dakota. I know a lot of this is private information, but when do you think we can see him fight again? Is it career ending or?
No, right now, he went home. He had minor surgery. He's just kicking back, healing up, seeing how he feels. And no matter what, we're sending him down to the Mayo Clinic to get checked out. He'll get checked out by the best doctors in the world. And yes, and we'll and from there we'll see what happens. So he's still very much in limbo, and we don't know. All I really care about is that the guy's healthy and can come back. And you know what? It's funny because it takes something like this for the fans to appreciate Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Whether you love him or you hate him, when you sit around and go, "Holy shit, he might never fight again." That sucks. You don't want that to happen.
No, definitely, because he's getting better with every
Yeah,
fight.
and I just think he brings so much to the sport. Especially a heavyweight division that has been so dead for so long.
Stale.
Well, I definitely want to see.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. What do you want? Yes. Yes. Good. Let her in. Somebody get her.
I'll buy her tickets, damn it.
Let her and her boyfriend in here. Yeah, you too. You're with her. Okay. Yeah, she wins. She's the winner.
No, I definitely want to see Lesnar against Mir for the third time. I want to see Lesnar against Nogueira and against Carwin, another guy that can match his size. I want to see all these matchups. I definitely hope the champ comes back.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. Believe me. And you don't want to see anybody get hurt like that.
Yeah. What do you want for Christmas?
All right, what are we doing? We signing this?
Wait. Hold on, I get ready. Ready?
Yep.
Uh-oh. You're on webcam, too.
All right.
So I guess life as Dana White doesn't suck.
It doesn't
Nah, not
suck,
too
man.
bad.
It really doesn't. I say that every day when I get out of bed. Ready? We pull that for me?